I'm a scientician assistant. What does that mean exactly? It means I research and filter ideas for the scientists I work for. His name, Dr. Albert W. Wily, OBE PhD. But I just call him Crazy Uncle Al. Nepotism rocks when you need a job in the evil mad scientist field. However, Crazy Uncle Al doesn't have the highest success rate. The problem with your plans being foiled all the time is that your imagination well dries up a bit when it comes to designing. So it's my job to interview young scientists and get ideas for new robot masters. And then basically we steal them. Now my office isn't much. It's basically just a garage. We need to keep a low profile to prevent our enemies and law enforcement from finding our location. So what have you got for us today?
Okay, so you know how androids have a problem working in extreme high temperatures?
They don't, but go on.
Well, say hello to the fiberglass insulation man. He uses the sheets of the wall insulation to up the room temperature, slowly overheating the circuitry of your foes as well as simultaneously reducing the cost of your home heating bills, yeah?
Assuming that works, and it won't, at all, wouldn't upping the temperature just cause the robot master himself to overheat?
I haven't thought of that. What if we used asbestos, going off of the health risk angle, and we could call him Asbestos Man, yeah?
We're fighting androids. There are no health risks. And besides, didn't Marvel already do Asbestos Man?
Really? That's a stupid idea.
I know. Next!
Picture this, Mailman. He's exactly like Cutman, except instead of scissors, he attacks you with his arsenal of envelopes to give you paper cuts. Because you know those hurt more anyway. Also, he can order anything he wants online and get it in 4 to 6 business days. Unless Dr. Wily wants to overnight it.
You didn't even design a robot master.
I don't know how to draw. Ooh, but I do have this reference photo of Herb, the mailman. He's nearing retirement. It smells like gasoline in here.
That's the lawnmower. Next!
Introducing Inviso-Man.
It's blank.
Precisely. Your enemies will never know what hit them. You can't defend against what you can't see. What's more fearful than what you can't see?
You're a con artist, aren't you?
No. Why would you say that?
Because you brought a blank board, claiming to have invented an invisible robot master, without one mention of a cloaking device.
What's a cloaking device?
My point exactly.
Worth a shot. I once sold an air guitar on eBay, box included.
Get out.
Really, I did.
No, I mean get out of the office.
It's a garage.
Just leave.
Remember Fireman? This guy's just as good. Smoldering irons for hands, irons for feet, and his head is an iron too, because why not?
Well, let me guess. His name is Iron.
1 hour dry cleaning man.
Why didn't you just name him Iron?
Because, due to the strongly worded cease and desist, my preferred name was not available, even though this concept represents iron so much better than the other one.
So your idea is to iron out our enemies?
Well, the starch may inadvertently short out their circuits, and he will clean and press your clothes in 1 hour, or your money back.
Why not, let's say, attack him with all the irons and, burn him?
Well, because he obeys Asimov's 3 laws of robotics.
You built a robot master for the purpose of being evil and programmed it to refrain from being evil. We need robot masters who can attack, be evil, as well as occasionally perform household chores and genuine services.
I failed out of evil engineering school.
Apparently.
Beware of Vibraman! This evil robot creates supersonic vibrations. His lair is a rocky mountainside. As your enemies make their way in, he will cause the supersonic vibrations, crumbling the rocks from the cave-dwelling ceiling and crushing your enemies.
Now we're talking. How does he do that?
Well, he uses his 12-inch gold semi-conical rod and inserts it into the ground spot. We're calling it the diametric infrasonic loom destabilization oscillator. It has 3 settings.
So he,
Yes, though it may take a while to find the ground spot that will cause the eruption while penetrating. When the task is complete, the energy pack will secrete a white lubricant, preventing rub damage.
Can we please find a different way to describe it?
I'm being as direct with you as possible.
And this method works?
I've tried it out many times on myself.
I wasn't even tricking anything!
There are technical enhancements that have been made. For instance, the oscillator can be ribbed to help in stimulating the reaction.
I don't know what to say. Some interesting candidates today. Usually I take the concepts and present them to Dr. Wily, but I still have some follow-up research to do.
You ready to test the prototype of Vibroman?
Yeah, be right there. Okay, so this job doesn't entirely suck. Thank you everybody for watching. We'd like to thank Matt, Steph, and Rob from Nerd vs. Geek. We'd like to thank Chris Barley for his illustrations. You can check out his link. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and please subscribe. See you next time.
Yeah, thank you.
It's cold.
It is cold.
Suck it up.